All right, we are live. Welcome everybody to English Brazil International. Today we have a exciting new guest speaker with us. I'll let him introduce himself, of course. You guys already know that been doing this enough how this goes. He'll give a short introduction of himself and talk about his life or his experiences, and then we will open up the floor for questions. So without further ado, Des, the floor is all yours.
I thank you, Invandale, for inviting me. Uh, what I can say about myself. First of all, I'm going to introduce myself. Here in Brazil, all people call me by the name of Days because this way it's very easy for them because of my French name pronunciation. It's very, very complicated for Brazilians because when they pronounce my name, it's a little bit difficult for them. So I say I have to search for a better way so that Brazilian people to call me. So that's why they call me Days. But normally, my name is Dion. Dion. I'm called Dion in with my French friends, Dion, and my family name is Dissolve. So this is my family name that I shortened that to become Days. So people call me Days here in Brazil. Most of them call me Days. And I'm from Congo. I'm from Congo, Congo Brazzaville, because we have two Congo, the Democratic one and the Republican one. That is what I'm from, Congo Brazzaville. And I live in Brazil since 2020. I arrived in Brazil 2020, and I'm 27 years old this year. 27. My birthday was June the 2nd. Um, I arrived here in Brazil to study at USP, literature. Unfortunately, I spent there, I've been just 1 year, and I move out. So now I'm just home trying to write because I like so much writing. Some novels, poems, and some quotations. And I'm a Christian guy. I'm a Christian guy. So what is? I don't know. I think that this is all I can say about myself. Maybe you may have questions, and with your questions, I'm going to answers. I don't know. This is all that I can say.
Very good introduction. Very good. So, guys, if you have a question, just as you raise your hand so that we can keep it in order and not have everybody asking at one time. So,
I would like to start with a question.
okay, go ahead.
How is your name pronounced in French?
Ah, yes, it's Dion. Dion is
Dion. And the
D-Y.
first name.
Yeah, this is my first name. It's Dyhon. Dion. So
Ah,
with Brazilian, the way they pronounce is like dying. Dying for most of them. And others say
Dion.
Dyhon. You say Dyhon. And when I listen
Dion.
Dyhon, I say, but this is not me. This is someone else. Because me, I am Dion. And when you say Dyhon, it's someone else.
And why do you have a French name?
Because I'm from a French country. Uh, my country, Congo, was colonized by a French, yeah, France. So, Dion is my mother last
I
name. My
last
mother last name is Onji. My mother last name is Onji.
ah, really.
And they say, okay, what name we can give to this boy? So they just modified my mother last name that is Onji to Dion. So
Mm,
Mm.
the BY that was the two last letters of my mother last name become the two first letters of my name, and that became Dion. So my mother last name is Onji, and mine is Dion. So this is my mother last name, Dion.
Great. And when did you move to Brazil? And why Brazil?
So I, I arrived at University. I think that was March 4th. I moved here in Brazil to to study because I got a scholarship to study at USP. First of all, I had to learn how to speak Portuguese. I spent, I think, something of 2 years at university where I studied Portuguese, and after that, I passed the separate exam. That's for the foreigners, and I think 2023 I studied with literature at USP. Yeah, 2023. So I came here to Brazil to study.
Which language do you speak better, Portuguese or English?
At USP.
No. Which language do you speak Portuguese?
You mean I don't speak Portuguese? I'm living here for 5 years. Of course, I have to speak Portuguese.
Okay, but which language do you speak better, Portuguese or English?
So I think that my English is better than my Portuguese because I'm
Mhm.
speaking English. I've been speaking English almost for 11 years because my English studies uh, is from 2011.
Mm.
Yeah, 2011. 2011 that I started with English until today, but my Portuguese is just 5 years. Uh, I do better with English than I do with Portuguese because I have more years talking English than Portuguese.
But is it true that Portuguese is so hard to learn?
Hmm, I don't believe so because this is one of some people mind or conception because they said that Portuguese is one of the language that is difficult to learn, and I say no, I don't think so because according to what I think, uh, everything is easy when you know the reason that you are doing that. If, for instance, with English, for me to learn English, it was very easy because just with 2 months, I could speak English. I could hold a conversation in English, even in Portuguese too. And I don't think that Portuguese is difficult. It's easy to
Mhm.
learn Portuguese.
Then why did you start learning English? For which purpose?
This is so my English purpose was to travel to United States and to get married because I said because I love so much. I love so much. If there is a language around the world that I love so much, is English. And the second one is Japanese. The third one is Chinese. So I said, oh, I want to live in the United States one day. So that means I'm going to get married with a US citizen. For that, I need English because I don't want, when I arrive there, to womanize a woman and I don't speak the language. So I say, I have to study English now. So I studied English and I say, I have to study English. I study English so that once I arrive in the United States, to be easy for me to womanize, to be engaged with an American because they just speak English. They don't speak French. So this is the main purpose of my English, just to go to United States, to live there, and to get married.
Did you learn by yourself?
So I spent, I think, 2 years in a language, the school language, 2 years, and after that, I move out and I start learning by myself. Even if my auntie husband said that, oh, look at your boy, is going to become crazy. Why? Because every day, I was working with my English book and reading even when I was working on the table every day, and I was speaking alone. I was speaking alone, and my auntie has said, "You
Yeah,
are going to become crazy one day."
And how did you guys meet? You and Vanderlei, you and Vandy. How and when?
We live in the same place. I can say that we are neighbors.
Oh, really? The same
Yeah,
neighborhood.
yeah. Now,
So the,
I
did you
think that neighborhood.
did you help Vandy to move out?
You say?
Vandy moved out recently. All right, Vandy.
Well, I've been in my new residence about going on
Uh,
4 months. 4 months now.
okay. So did you call him to help you? with your?
No. He lives in the same area, the same block.
It's not like your next to you, like so your next door neighbor. It's not your next door
He's
neighbor.
close. He's probably what, 3 doors down. Hey,
Three doors.
that's a song. That's a rock song by 3 Doors Down. Who is that? I
Yeah,
forgot what
Three
group.
Doors Down. Yeah, it's the name of a band, a rock band, I think.
But listen,
Okay,
I know
so-
we need to let some other people ask questions. You're going to ask them all.
Thank you so much, man.
Okay, Joanna, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Vander. Hey, Daisy, tell me something. What did you find as not hard? I mean, not hard not to crack in diving into Brazilian culture?
You mean the difference?
Difficult.
So first of all, I think that the Brazilian must not be surprised when I'm going to state because it's something that I never seen in my entire life. Uh, First, what I've seen to be difficult was the language. Why I
Good.
say difficult? Because it was not easy for me the very first moment to communicate with Brazilian. I said it was not easy. So the language was the barrier between me and Brazilians.
Good.
So I think this is one of the first, yeah, this is one of the most difficult things. That's why I did my best. I think maybe after 1 month, I was more or less able to speak some words. And the second thing that I found very difficult, not about culture, yeah, just about living here. It was about the transport. You know, Vandalay, I was walking on foot because I was afraid to be lost. Someone was so big, and I said, "Oh, if I take a bus, I don't know where I can stop. What you know, but I can get them." And I said, "No, yeah, just let me go on my Google Maps." You see, this is the first of all the language, and second the transport that was very difficult for me. But with time, I was used to it. And I could take buses, I could take metro, and I can speak Portuguese today. So this is what I can say. The most difficult things that I found in Brazil.
Good. According to what you've said, moving to Brazil was a plan B. Not that was not your first plan. Your first plan was moving to the USA. But
Yeah.
what did work right so that you could make an action, you could put in action your plan B?
So normally, uh, when I was a student, because I'm no longer a student, when I was a student, I moved after graduated from high school. I moved to Brazzaville, that where I went to for university. When I arrived there, my plan was to have first of all the bachelor degree. Once I have a bachelor degree, we have a scholarship to go for master degree in the United States that is Fulbright. Once you pass Fulbright and you are admitted in one of a U.S. University, then you can go there. But to pass the exam, you need good grade. You need good marks. But unfortunately, I worked so hard to have these good marks at university, but I couldn't have it. I said, the way that I'm spending my time here, I'm going to lose it for nothing. So what I have to do now, I have to change my plans. I'm not going anymore to United States. I have to go another place. And I said, why not to go to China? Because I love so much Chinese. I said, I'll go study Chinese. I went to study Chinese. I started having maybe for 6 months, for 6 months. And after that, the professor who taught me Chinese arrived in the class and said, oh, there's a scholarship for Brazil. I said, Brazil? And in my last year of high school, I studied Brazil. I studied the geography, the economy, almost the culture, the Brazilian culture. I studied almost everything about Brazil. And I said, about Brazil? And I talked with my professor and I said, "Oh, do you think going to Brazil is a good thing?" Just say it. Why not? You can try. Maybe it's going to work. And I said, "Okay, I'm going to try." And I tried. It works. That's why I'm in Brazil.
Good. Amazing. That's good. Very nice. Thank you.
Hey, Luna, are you there, Luna? Are you there? Okay, maybe she's not there. Well, I have a question, I guess, then while we're waiting on Luna. What are some of your favorite foods, both African and Brazilian?
So, my favorite African, in my country, my favorite was beans. I love so much beans. Beans,
Beets?
yeah, beans.
Oh, I made them yesterday.
Yeah, I love so much beans.
Oh,
And
beans.
yeah, beans. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My favorite Brazilian dish is feijoada. Feijoada. I love so much feijoada. And the second is pão de queijo, the cheese bread, pão de queijo. Because these are the first things that I ate once I arrived in Brazil. Pão de queijo with Coca-Cola and feijoada with bread. And when I tasted for the first time, I said, I never, I never had an opportunity to eat this kind of food. So tasting feijoada, yeah, it was very nice. So that became my favorite food. And till today, when I have an opportunity to eat feijoada, I enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy feijoada too, and pound of queijo.
Yeah, yeah, it's good.
Yes, yes. What about? I've already asked him. I'm asking him for you guys. Tell me about fufu because I've never heard it. I've never had it, and I've always heard about fufu this, fufu that.
I think that João is from you from Angola, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you eat fufu over there, I think.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, so I eat fufu too, but I do not really like it, and I know how to make it. So one day I can make it for you. By the way, the problem is just we need some stuff to mix it like this. Yeah, this is the only problem. Once I get it, but I think maybe this next week I'm going
And
to
you
make
need,
it.
and we need a good meat stew, right? Like a stew or
Yeah, something like this. The tool, yeah, the mix. But
well, I'm talking about meat. I'm talking about meat, like beef and
sure.
gravy, or I mean, they dip it in. What do you guys dip it in?
Any food, you can eat it with beans, you can eat it with chicken sauce, you can eat it with meat. It's like here in Brazil, almost every people eat rice. People eat rice in Brazil.
Oh
So
my gosh,
their
every day.
rice is like our fufu in Congo. You
Okay,
see, they eat rice almost with everything, and we do eat rice with fufu with everything. You see, it's the same thing.
very very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, and by the way, I don't. He didn't tell you, but he speaks French also.
Yeah, because I'm from a French-speaking country.
Go ahead, Ron.
Oh, there's another question is after almost 5 years in Brazil, so what do you miss the most about your country?
Uh, what I miss the most about my country is to often meet my friends, my family. This is what I miss the most, and to see it again because when I was making, I had my favorite places, but I liked to go and to see it, to think about life. So, generally talking, I miss my family and my country because I always think returning to my country. because I can live for 15 years in Brazil. Even if I have the citizenship, I will never become a Brazilian. I will never become a Brazilian because I'm a Congolese after all. You
Sure.
see?
Sure.
But even if when I have a citizenship in my passport, they are going to say Brazilian and they're going to say origin. You see, origin from
Yeah.
Congo. You see, I will always have my origin from Congo. That's why I was thinking to go back maybe one day. I can go back one day.
Yes. After all this experience, like moving from other continent to another, so what would be your advice to people from your country or from Africa in general willing to move? Because nowadays, I don't know if it would be better saying it's a trend, but it's not a trend. People move from one place to another to look for better living condition, a better opportunity. So, what would be your advice in my case, like if I want to move from Angola to Brazil or another country? Do I have to prepare something special, a language, or what?
Uh, I think this is the advice that I always give to people who want to move from point B to from point A to point B when they know that my language is not spoken there. So, first of all, the language is very important because when you don't know the language of a given place, you won't live in a community with them. So, as in your case, you already speak Portuguese, and that's very difficult for you to live in Brazil because you speak Portuguese. In a case, maybe someone living from my country, Congo, where we speak French, what I will advise him is to know some Portuguese basics because when you know it, you arrive in Brazil, it's going to be easy for you. It's like me going to China, maybe for tourism, for one month, yeah, 2 weeks, it's okay. But me going to China, live there, that means I need maybe some basic of Chinese. Even if once I arrive there with time, I'm going to learn, but it's important knowing some basics of the language where you're going. Why? Because people are going to welcome you. Seeing a foreigner speaking their language is something. It's like me each time when I meet a Chinese and I just say, "Oh, 你叫什么名字?" When I say it for him, it's very something. It is a, "Oh, our friend speak my language." You see? So this
Yeah.
is the first advice that I can give to someone who want to move from A to point B, knowing that the point B doesn't speak his language. This is the first one. And the second one, I will tell him never go abroad and stay there thinking that abroad will be your country.
Okay.
Never.
Hmm.
Never. Why I say never? Uh, you are one of my brother when I say brother because we are from the same continent. What's happening today is most of our brothers coming from Africa going to Europe, to America to look for a better life when they can create their own better life in
Sure.
their country. You see, this is what I realized after some years living in Brazil.
Hmm.
Because if I'm leaving my country to go another place where they have a better life, this better life has built people, built
Yeah.
it. That means I'm as a human being, I have the same mind as they do, so I can build the same thing they did in their country in my country too.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
just say, I just go
Sure.
abroad for tourism, not to live again, just for
Good.
tourism. And I
Yeah.
want to live in my country. This is what is my mind. You can say, oh, you are living in Brazil for 5 years. Yeah, that's good. I'm living in Brazil for 5 years. But these 5 years is like someone gaining experience to apply this experience in his country.
Sure.
I'm talking with so many Brazilians, and I'm gaining experience from them. Now I see each Brazilian as its own way of saying things. So when me I'm taking it, you see, I'm just taking it, and I'm just going to put it somewhere so that to have just one mind, that's going to help me to build something in my country. So if I travel to United States, maybe just to visit. I travel to France just to visit, to Italy to visit. Let's just say I'm going to live to Italy. In Italy, maybe China. It's a dream. That will never.
Yeah, but actually, that's a great approach, man. Yeah, Daisy, I love it.
Does anybody have a question before I go? Ada Nilsson or Luna? Okay.
I think that they're not there.
Okay.
I would like to know how many languages do you speak?
Let me guess.
Let me guess. That many?
I think in my country, I speak Kikongo. I think that Kikongo is spoken to in Angola, I think. And Lingala too, that is most of our is spoken in Angola too. And I
Yeah.
speak Bali.
Yeah.
I speak Kikongo with my mother and my sisters, and I speak French with Lingala with my older sisters and brothers, and I speak Larry with my grandmother, and I speak French with my little brother. So sometimes in the call, when my grandmother is there, my mother is there, my little sister is there, my little brother is there. So I speak this language. I speak four for the same time, and I speak French. I speak a little bit English. I speak a little bit Portuguese, and I can understand Spanish, Chinese, and some words of Japanese.
You probably speak Portuguese too, huh?
Yeah.
Speaking about your family, how many siblings do you have, and are you married or are you singles?
This is one of the hard questions. If I'm single, if I'm married, I don't know. But I think for the time being, I'm alone. This is what I can say. For the time being, I'm alone and I'm waiting for someone to be together with me. So talking about my families, I'm the first one. I'm the first one. I have four sisters and four brothers. So in total, we are something of nine. I think maybe as my father is still young, we can be maybe 50 to 20. Who knows?
A whole soccer football team.
Yeah. These are soccer.
Yeah, great. There is a rooster that's to me. Look,
Yeah.
a rooster. I'm at
Yeah.
work today. Yeah.
So what are some of your favorite holidays in Africa and holidays here in Brazil?
Ah, I'm not kind of a holiday guy. Yeah. When I say I'm not kind of, because I do not really like parties. I do not really like parties. I do not really like parties. Other than what I want, Vanilla, as I told you, what I want is to have all my time free, reading. You see, and walk all the night. So talking about holiday, I want every days of my life be my holidays. So I'm not a holiday guy. Even a party guy. I'm not. Since we are together here, I never went to a party or say, "Oh, by the way, I'm going to a party." No, maybe the Valentine days. Valentine days. Maybe.
Well, you're
Valentine
a
days.
family guy. You like to be with your family. So in your country, do they celebrate they don't celebrate Christmas, or do they celebrate Christmas in Africa?
They do celebrate Christmas.
Oh, okay.
And a Happy New Year too. And the New Year they celebrate. Yeah.
Okay. So
So
Christmas time. Go ahead.
we have some day off. We have some other days in my country. For instance, the August 15th is the day that we got the independence. And the day off. It's a day off. You see people walking the streets, dressing red. It's red, yellow, green. Is it the clothes and the flag? Saying, yeah, this is the day that we got our independence. So this ain't Mother Day. Yeah, Mother Day, Father Day, something like this. But enjoy the holiday. I just want every day to be my holiday.
You want to be retired.
Yeah, yeah. So
All
young.
right. Mhm. We got Luna back with us. Luna, hey.
Sorry, guys.
You have any questions for Des? Did you?
I have a question about the uh, her process, his process learn in Chinese.
Bro.
Oh, the process of learning Chinese?
Process learn Chinese.
Ah, so uh this is the advice when it's about language I give to people because I was teaching French and English at a certain time, but I just stopped. First, to learn a language in the good way, the first thing that comes is the reason. Why do you want to learn Chinese? When you give the answer to this question, it's going to be easy for you. Why? Because many people want to learn new languages, but they do not have a purpose. When you don't have a purpose of doing something, you are not going to be good at it. In my case, my purpose was to go to China and to study. The only option was Chinese. That was my main reason. So I think just with 3 months, people thought that my Chinese was of someone who have 6 months learning Chinese. No, because every day I was reading. Every day I was reading and I was talkative. I'm very talkative when it's about language. I speak alone. You see, I speak alone. I think only the main reason is like when I arrived in Brazil with Portuguese, for instance, as I knew me to live in Brazilian community, I need Portuguese. I took 2 months. And the third one, I was able to pass an interview in Portuguese. You see, the third one I was able, when I arrived there, that Brazilian was speaking. When I say, I have to be focused. I have to understand what she's saying. You see? So I think the main thing is just to know the reason. When you know the reason, it's like Vanderlei. Vanderlei doesn't want to speak Portuguese because he said, when I will be going with Portuguese, I can, this is there. When I need help, he's going to help me. That's what Vanderlei is not speaking Portuguese. He's here for what, more than 1 year? He's not speaking Portuguese. You see? So I think this is the main problem. And the second place, just because when you learn the language, it's not your language. If you mistake, because it's by mistaking we become good. Because other people say, "Oh, I'm not going to speak because if I speak, I'm going to mistake." Each time I speak with Vanley, Vanley has more years when it's about English than I do, and is considered to be a native. But when I speak English with him, I'm not afraid to commit mistake. I speak what comes in my mind. Even when I speak Portuguese, I speak what comes in my mind because if I don't speak, I don't express myself. I'm supposed to grow up or to have a good language because when I speak and someone who listen to me say, "Oh, this is wrong," say it in this way, and when you correct me, when I say it in a different way, so I keep it in my mind. That means the next time I'm not going to commit the same mistake. You see. So first, knowing the why you are doing that, and second, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Speak anyhow. You can make mistake. Just speak. Or when I speak Portuguese, you have to be there. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. I just speak like that. And people say, "Oh, you have good Portuguese." Some of them say you have good Portuguese. Even myself, I think that my accent, my Portuguese accent, is very funny. When I speak Portuguese, it's very funny.
So
Very
let's
good.
share some words in Portuguese so we can listen your Portuguese, please.
Então, cada vez que eu falo português, as pessoas, tipo, dão risada, porque o meu sotaque de português é muito engraçado. Quando eu falo, todo mundo fala, aí, olha, escuta esse cara falando português.
Oh, seu português é muito, cara, perfeito. Eu não acho engraçado.
Mas é isso que
Eu
você
acho
está falando,
ótimo.
porque não é tipo o que todas as pessoas falam. Às vezes, quando eu falo, as pessoas me perguntam, aí, o que você está dizendo? Nem consigo entender você.
You have a great Portuguese, man. Congratulations. Great,
Thank
great.
you.
Eu sei fácil em português. Congrats.
Thank you. So this is me. I don't know if you have other questions.
I have. Do you practice
I'm
any sport?
huh?
Do you practice any sports?
Yeah, I'm a gym guy. I'm a gym guy. I go lift some weight. I lift some weight almost every day. Yeah, I'm a gym guy because and I run. This is the only thing that I practice. If I'm not home, Vanderlei knows that I'm at the supermarket or I'm at the gym. These are my two favorite places where I go. If I'm not home, I'm at the supermarket or I'm at the gym. Yeah, these are my two places.
Thank you. Thank you so much, man. I like to run, by the way.
Yes, yes, he does.
Yeah.
He's a
I like to
marathon
run.
runner. You got two runners in the room. Juan, go ahead.
Oh, yes, that's it. Um, as you said, you started a little bit in Brazil. So, what the difference stood out to you between the, starting system in Brazil and in Congo? I mean, in Africa, in overall, what is the
Mhm.
difference in sport?
So the the first difference is about the language. The first difference because uh, my study was in Portuguese, and it was a very big barrier for me. You know, when you try, you can be smart, but when you try to translate or to bring your thought to another language, it's a little bit difficult
Yeah.
than in your own language. This was the first difference. And the second one, I think it was almost the same because the way that a professor lecture has, it's the same way. You arrive, the professor is talking, and you have your notebook and your pen taking note. Yeah, this is the yeah. But the difference is just about the language. The
Okay.
difference is just about the language because the way that you're going to write your essay, your French essay, and Portuguese and in Portuguese is different. It's
Yeah.
different. Even when I try to express myself in Portuguese inside the class, I I, I I I got some issues, some problems because I know what I want to say, but I don't have words to express myself. Yeah.
How about the library and laboratory? I mean, lab and library.
Ah, yeah. We so talking about studies structure is the same, but talking about infrastructure structures is a little bit different because when we talk about infrastructures, we see the buildings. OSP OSP is one of the biggest university here in South America. So to compare this university to mine, it's like night and day. It's like night and day. So in my country, we have laboratory, we have libraries because we have a big library that has been built by Chinese people. But we have some different, yeah, you know, how I can say it. It's not at the same level. It's not at the same level. It's like uh, in my country, it's not maybe to say in my country studies is poorer than here. No, it's just because the stuff that we found here, you have more opportunities to study here than in my country. You see, because you have tools that can help you to do some research that you want. what is different in my country. We have
Good.
tools, but not to reach a certain level. No.
Sure, sure, sure.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I have a question for you. I asked this question to someone else. They were from Nigeria, but I haven't asked anybody in the Congo. I know there's been a lot of political strife and civil wars in Africa, and I know you've been here for 5 years, but you talk to family. Like how is it? How does that affect, like, even your family? I mean, is it dangerous? Is it like, is it going on the outside and you never see it, or have you experienced some of this stuff?
What kind of stuff? Civil?
Okay, like civil wars going on in the countries. Is it happening in the Congo, or is that just Nigeria?
Ah,
Political strife between leaders. And when I say civil war, different groups that are vying, they're trying to get power.
I get it. Ah, but I thank so much God because we had it in 1998.
Oh, okay.
We had it in 1998, and it was very bloody. So many people died, and now we do not really have it.
That's
And
good.
I wish it's going to just to be like this because having a civil war is very difficult. But talking about maybe some bandit groups of people killing each other, we have it. Like last time I was telling you, we have some group in market that they are American and Arabics.
Oh, okay.
They fight and they
Interesting.
kill each other. They have knife. They have rocks, when they meet, they didn't. Oh, this gun is from America, is an American person gun, and this one from Arabic. They fight together. So
Yeah.
only this. But
Okay.
talking about civil war, I wish we are going to have it. I don't know what to think about civil war because it's very difficult when you face a civil war. But we do not have it now. But
Mhm.
yeah, no, we do not. We do not.
And Rwanda, is that a country or a city?
Rwanda is a country.
Ah, okay. I had watched a movie. It was called Hotel Rwanda,
It's a
and
country. They share borders with DRC. That is the Republic Democratic of Congo. They share border. Rwanda share border. I think we do not share border with them. We just share. They share border with uh, DRC because
Mhm.
I think the south on the south. I think.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
I
a
had
country.
seen I think it was an American movie, but it was called. Now that I think about it, Rwanda is a country. I just forgot. I've been 30 years since I've been in school, so Hotel Rwanda. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, geography was one of my favorite subjects next to physical education and science. I love geography, the study of different countries. I loved it, and I'm very good with flags. I can pretty much identify a flag and tell you what. Maybe not Africa, because you have like 15 different countries in Africa. So,
Yeah.
but so yeah, it's very, very interesting. Maybe
You,
one day
you,
I'll travel there.
you know what is a little bit worried is one day I was in the Uber. I think I was going work, and the driver is gonna ask me, "Where are you from?" I say, "From Congo," and they say, "Oh, Congo. That is located. That has border with Argentina, Chile." They feel like, Chile. Congo has border with Chile. I say, Congo has border with Chile, and they say, "Oh, even the Congo, Africa is a country."
Yes, a
That's
lot of people believe Africa is the country. They don't believe it's the continent.
I say, I'm going to teach you geography. I'm going to teach you geography. Stop thinking that Africa is a country. Africa is a continent. And Congo doesn't share border with Chile. Congo is in Africa. It's one of the countries. And I said, this is so it was very silly for sure. Because saying that Congo is live in Brazil and it doesn't know the country that we have here in South America. You see? It's like someone never been at school saying that Congo is We never see that in the country in South America with the name Congo.
If I had $1 for every American that asked me, isn't Brazil in Europe? When I was living in America, when I tell them I'm Brazilian, they're going, well, that's in Europe somewhere, right? I'm like, oh my gosh, Europe. No, that's South America, guys. Where did you go to school?
Yeah.
And they think Argentina's in, I guess because of soccer, they think Argentina's in Europe too.
Uh,
So,
Yeah.
hey, Luna, do you have any more questions, or I don't know, so Luna?
I do.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Des, tell me a little bit. Are you working or between jobs in Brazil? And if you're working, how was the process of finding opportunities?
I think I was working. I quit my job 1 month ago. I quit my job. And the process was not so difficult because they were looking for people that speak French, English, and Portuguese, of course. I was working for Luxottica. That is one of the biggest company that manufacture glasses. Ray-Ban, Oakley, Pessoal. I was a call center agent. So it was not difficult. Just with time that the managers, they became so bad. That's why I quit my job. Because they were giving
You
me
know,
pain, headache.
okay. You know why I did ask this question? You know, in some countries, they kind of prioritize national citizens. So that's why I ask you. I don't know if the same way in Brazil or not.
Hmm.
Because
But
what happens is I'm sorry, Desi. What happens is you send CVs to apply for a vacancy, but they kind of prioritize nationals. It's not the same.
I think that depends. That depends on what the company is looking for. Because
True.
few are Brazilian who speak French. And it's like when you speak French, you are prioritized than a Brazilian
True.
because you're a native. But you may be right because I was rejected from one company because I was not a Brazilian native or the Portuguese native. They rejected me because of my Portuguese. You see, and this mean it was like a job just for Brazilian who
True.
could speak other languages like English, French, German, some stuff like this. But I think that Brazil is among the few countries in the world where the racism rate is low.
Good. Good.
It's very
Good.
low. When it's about job, it's very low because if I was maybe in Italy, I've never been in Italy, but they say the rate in Italy when about black skin, it's very high. But here in Brazil, it's less. Even
Yeah.
with Brazilian, I speak with any Brazilian. Even when they see me walking, they say, "Oh, opa, tudo bem?" You see this kind of
Good.
stuff. When I say it, I realize that Brazil is like a part of my country because in Brazil we have many I can say nationalities. We have so many nationalities, and these nationalities, when they come together, they form a new type of nationalities
True.
that is above some boundaries, some boundaries. So when they see you because they actually be confused as to Brazilian because I'm black. We are black Brazilian here.
Yeah.
You see? The problem that's going to betray me is just my Portuguese. When I'm going to open my mouth and speak, oh, this is a foreign. This is a foreign. You see? So I think that depends that depend when you have qualification. There are company that are ready to hire you. That depend only about if they're looking for Portuguese native, you're not going to be taken because you're not Portuguese native. Yeah.
Good. I see, man. I see.
Very
Good.
good, very good. Well, guys, we have about time for one more question. So I'm dying to have Luna ask one more question. Luna, do you have any questions?
I have a question because I don't know if to talk about this about your scholarship at USP because I am doing one MBA with scholarship at USP too. But I would like to know about how your expectation and what your expectation about the your math degree are you doing? Sir?
Huh?
Because
What type of degree?
yes, what type of degree?
What type of degree are you doing, Des?
No, I was because
Ah,
I quit. I quit 2024. I quit.
okay.
I was doing normally this year would be my last one with a bachelor degree in literature. No, normally I wanted to do linguistics, but I quit. I quit because yeah, some life circumstances, some life circumstances that some stuff that's happened in life, and then I quit because I was planning to go back, but when I went back, they refused. They refused to take me back. So I said,
Mm.
okay, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I'm just
Move
going to
on.
do what I need, what I want to do.
Yeah.
So you are doing economic, you finance study at Hospi?
I am doing MBA in compliance ESG.
Oh, I see. You like reading?
Sir?
You like reading?
Sorry, I can hear you.
Do
You
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 like
like
reading?
reading?
Yeah, I love, I love. I
I'm
am a
going
I like
I'm going
to
to
read.
share with you. I'm going to share with you one of my book I wrote
He writes books.
about integrity. I wrote a book about integrity. It's like a dialogue. The philosopher dialogue is like me. I took a place of, like a philosopher. I become a philosopher, asking a question to people. And this, it's like a dialogue. Me and someone else. I think it has something 47 pages. I'm going to send you later.
Okay, thank
All right.
you. Okay.
Guys, it's about that time. We appreciate it, Des. We appreciate you sharing your life history, your story with us. Juan and Luna and Adam Nilsson, we appreciate you guys being here to show your
Good.
story.
Good.
It was great, great.
Thank
Good.
And
you.
Right.
I
Thank you
love
so
as
much.
always, so we learned some new things. That's what we do. We come here and we learn new things about new cultures around the world that, I learned a lot about Africa that I didn't know, and so that's what's always very interesting. So again, thank you, Des, for sharing your time with us today. And we hope you guys will be back in the future with English Brazil International. And so that'll be all for today.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you guys. Have a
All
great
Bye
week.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Bye.